Hi everyone. This week is a triple header, Parshas Vayak'hel-Pekudei and Shabbos HaChodesh. I'm going to share a Dvar Torah that I saw in Rabbi Sachs, may blessed memory, in his book Essays on Ethics, about Parshas Vayak'hel repeating the laws of keeping the Shabbat and building the Mishkan. And Rabbi Sachs said, what's going on over here? What's the lesson? And his simple answer, and beautiful answer, is it's about community building. He goes on to explain that after the sin of the golden calf, which we read about last week, Moshe sees a raucous crowd, out of control. And what Moshe realizes is that after he helps us gain forgiveness from God, the importance of building a community. What is a community? It's when people come together around shared values to learn interdependence on each other and how we all make each other better and make ourselves whole. Shabbat, we set aside time to come and pray together, to eat together around the same table, to talk and share ideas. And a Mishkan, building of a central place to worship God, to gather on the holidays together. When you take two major ideas like Shabbat and the building of a Mishkan, it enhances the ability for the community to come together. Debbie and I were in Israel this past week celebrating our granddaughter's bat mitzvah in Yerushalayim. Saturday night, we were making our way to the train station to go to the airport, and we called a cab. But the cab couldn't get to us because of the protests that are taking place weekly all through Israel, protesting the government's overhaul of the justice system. I'm not here to talk politics. What I am is as an observer to see how fractured our people are over our own state and the infighting that's taking place. I'm not taking sides. But when we can't get along, that's when we are most vulnerable to a golden calf, whatever that golden calf might be. Shabbos and Mishkan are to teach us about what unites us, not what divides us. I remember many years ago performing a wedding at a Club Med in Punta Cana for one of my students. Realizing that I didn't have a minyan, I ran around the entire Club Med asking people if they were Jewish. Most of them just looked at me like I was strange. And after an hour and a half, I was about to give up. And finally, on the volleyball field, I met a family there celebrating 3 generations of a family. And I asked them if they could please join us in their tank tops and shorts. And how beautiful that chuppah was. It doesn't make a difference. And not to focus on how we are different, but what are our values that unite us. We believe in a God. We believe in an Israel. We believe in charity. We believe in community. How we get there? Not always so simple. But that was the idea of Parshas Vayak'hel-Pekudei, kahal, to become a community. It takes work. But when we think about others, as Rabbi Sachs says in his words, and I'm going to quote him, he said, Vayak'hel is thus no ordinary episode in the history of the Jewish people. It marks the essential insight to emerge from the crisis of a golden calf. We find God in community. And through community, when we rely more on each other, the stronger we're going to be. Shabbat Shalom. If you like what you hear, please pass it on.